Hey guys, Allison here. Well, do you ever picture your future, or are you afraid to sometimes? Sometimes we live in the past, that we look at our past failures, we look at our past disappointments, betrayals, and it really hampers us from having a better future. Right? Our past, it's past. It can determine our future only if we let it. I'm a big fan of Dr. Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan. And Ben Hardy had a great book that I read recently, Be Your Future Self Now. It's excellent. I'm going to put a link below this video. But the point he makes is that your future is a psychological tool to guide your present. So think about that. If you keep your eye on what you would like to be in the future, now I know there's a lot of factors that you may not exactly get there, but if you don't set a goal, you're probably not going to get anywhere near it, right? But if you look at your future and say, let's say you say, I want to be happily married. Maybe you're not married yet. So what would you need to be happily married? Now, obviously a spouse, but you need to be the person that is worthy of that good spouse, right? So you need to develop those habits and those qualities in yourself to be a happy spouse. If you want to be successful, don't look at your past failures, but what would be the things that I would need to do to attain that success? Let that guide you now. Right? Whatever it is, what kind of a person do you want to be? What virtues do you want to develop? Right? If I want to be a kinder, more supportive person, we'll start being that now, right? So our future, our vision of the future, setting a goal is so critically important. I mean, too many people just kind of go along with life, right? It just happens to us, right? We graduate high school, maybe you go to college, you get a job, you just keep, get married, you have kids. And a lot of people really never stop to think out, what do I want my life to look like? What do I want my future to hold? So having that will help guide your present. I think it's really important. So if you get a chance, I think you'll love the book. You can listen to it on Audible or, read it, whatever you prefer. But I love that perspective that our future is a psychological tool to guide our present. And make it big, all right? Dream big. And I'm not talking about being like ridiculous, but to really think about what is possible, because all things are possible with God. So what's on your heart? I think it's something that we need to take to prayer and really discern. And then once we discern what we want our future to be, then, again, another prayerful process, or working with a coach to say, okay, how do I actually attain that? What are the things I would need to do or not do in the present to get me there? Sometimes there are things we need to stop doing that are really taking us away from what we really want. Maybe male bashing with your girlfriends, right? You want to find a nice husband, but you're kind of in that bad habit. So you say, well, if I want to be a good, happy, respectful wife, then I need to start being more respectful right now, right? So think about that. Who do you want to be when you grow up, right? What kind of person do you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And like I said, dream big, be bold. But again, always think about not only what do I need to do, but what virtues do I need to develop and cultivate right now that will get me there. So let's say you're overweight and you want to be really healthy in 5 years. Well, what are the habits you need to start establishing now? What are the things you need to stop doing now? All right, that future is the psychological tool to guide your present. Now, if you find you're stuck because of the past, that you keeps bringing you back, or there's always something that just really dogs you and you can't really get away from it, that's when you really want to go to therapy and put it to rest. All right, let God heal you. He wants you healed, He wants you free, and He wants you to set the world on fire. So again, keeping that positive view of the future, prayerfully discerning where God may be calling you, and then asking Him to heal whatever might be an obstacle in your way. If it's a past wound or hurt, maybe there's somebody you need to forgive. That's the biggest thing that can hold people back when we're holding grudges, all right, or we're holding resentment. You need to let those things go so you can be free to walk into the future God has planned for you. So if you get a chance, get the book. I think you'll love it. Please like and share the video. I always appreciate that. God bless you.